that at this stage it's important to retain that heritage and that name, and of course those famous colours too. And there's a man that wants to lift this trophy more than most. And approaching the end of his playing days, Scott Quinnell, how he'd love to be a European Cup winner. And on the evidence of the first half, he'll be the man that leads them to it. You had to single out one individual. What a performance from Quinnell thus far.
But it's just 8-3, plenty of attacking opportunities, and we know the Saints are a very dangerous team. Big second half ahead.
Here is Quinnell, and he's lost the ball in that tackle, and Stephen Jones slices the kick. So that's a perfect start for the Northampton Saints.
Well, we thought the Scarlets got lucky there. Quinnell had the ball dislodged, but it went straight to Dwayne Peel, but then Stephen Jones really put in a pretty shoddy kick, and Saints have good position, good ball.
Inside.
And Phillips to Richmond, and then Fox.
Hands away, Red.
Robinson. Oh, he's nearly gets it with his feet, so close. Gets the support, and they've got a chance to drive over here, Northampton.
Hands away, Red.
Mark Robinson, almost a try scorer again. Happened to him in the first half with the line calling him towards it. Just couldn't get back on his feet when it mattered.
They call him Sharky, but he snaked his way towards the line. Look at that low angle there through Davis and Peel, and he just can't get there. Desperate defence, but didn't the Scarlets do well to hold him up and turn the ball over?
And now it's Northampton turning the scrum round, and Scott Quinnell didn't hang around because there's the possibility of turnover ball there. And Jones with a big frame of Cohen in front of him. Now Nick Beale is lining up a long, outrageous drop goal, which he will want to forget. At least it doesn't go dead. That would have been a scrum back from where he kicked it. Now it's the 22ers who let the Scarlets touch it down.
Well, he's got a pair now, because the best drop goal of the Zurich Premiership was against Leicester from him, and that was the worst one of the current Heineken campaign.
That's a better kick from Stephen Jones in terms of the strike, but it's straight to Drum, and it's tempting ball to run back for Northampton. Can they make anything of it? Ray Harner trying to slip the tackle. Miss Hyman, Tucker. And he gets the bird from the crowd because that's straight out. And this will be a Scarlets line out on halfway.
Tentative start to the second half. Errors from both teams. Just think if one team could get on top in this line, could sway the balance of this game. It's so tight at the moment.
McBride to Easterby, down to Peel. Stephen Jones. Here comes Finau. Destructive.
Move away, tackler, Green. Stay.
Just managed to slow the ball down though, Northampton there. Scarlets looking for quick ball, didn't come back as quickly as they wanted, but there you can hear the wince of referee McHugh as Scott Quinnell barged into him. Like a bit of wind out the lungs.
Crouch and hold.
Another good position
And engage.
for the Scarlets. They've really mixed it up well at the scrum here. Quinnell and
Let's see that.
Peel
Hands up,
being
hands
in
up.
charge. Barry Davis bottom right, plenty of pace.
Well, the scrum was set and Peel. That's a clever kick from the scrum half. There's more of him. He's filled out, hasn't he? And he's looking the part in all aspects of his game.
Well, if you're going to give possession away, you're going to do it because you're making 40 metres and putting the opponents within 5 metres of their own line. That's a good territorial game. And now the pressure on Richmond.
With his own line in the corner of his eye, but it's good work from the hooker and also from John Phillips in the middle of that line out. A substitute in the 2000 final when Northampton became the European champions. Well caught by Gareth Evans.
No.
Who started that famous match against New Zealand in the World Cup. Peel to Jones. This is Watkins. And then Finau, bit of space to work in this time. Rehana makes the tackle. Managed to wrap himself around those giant legs. And it's lost by Quinnell. A couple of spillages from Scott Quinnell at the start of this second half. Well, things can change, eh? Well, let's join our reporter on the touchline. As ever, it's Graham with the latest news.
Mars, I can just update you briefly on what the two coaches said to their two teams at half-time. Gareth Jenkins obviously has had his statisticians out in the first half. He says his team kicked the ball out of hand 23 times in the first half, and only 5 times did it go off the pitch. He said that's got to change. We've got to stop keeping Northampton in the game. From the Northampton point of view, Wayne Smith said his team need to retain the ball a lot better when they're in the FD territory, raise the pace, and expect to see Steve Thompson and Mark Connors on the pitch within the next 2 minutes. Miles, back to you.
They've got some heavyweights to bring on. Northampton, Thompson, the World Cup hooker, Mark Connors, World Cup in '99 with Australia. And now it's Northampton doing a Quinnell, if you like, in the shape of their back row at the base of that scrum. Davis to Jones, had a look up and he saw some space. Stephen Jones, good awareness again. He just didn't put boot to ball straight away. He looked what was on. And there was Peel having a go. Back to Jones, and these knock-ons costing the Scarlets dear. Justin Thomas this time.
Well, the Scarlets pack going well in the tight, but in the loose, too many knock-ons. Just good from Stephen Jones, as you say, very aware of what's on. Fox in with a challenge, and then Peel on the dart.
Just has a glance here, doesn't he?
Yep. You think, well, I'm on the back foot, and then he realises he's got 10 metres, and he challenges the Northampton defence. And that's the first time in perhaps 15 minutes the Scarlets have really gone through them in the middle. And that's rather changed the tempo of the game. Northampton are starting to get them moving across, and they'll be pleased with that.
Head coach here, of course, Nigel Davis, the former Welsh international back. And he feels that they've been steadily growing within the Celtic League, the squad this season. Now with the World Cup players back, and we're 12 away from this club. A real chance to push on. Perfectly timed for their Heineken Cup campaign. Certainly pushing on there at the scrum. Really getting the power on, and Northampton doing well to rescue the situation. Drum has kicked away to Evans. Not a good catch. Ball was swirling down to him, but he's lost it in the tackle.
Pass forward, guys.
A rather lame end to that defensive work from Gareth Evans. Now, it's time for the changes up front. Steve Thompson coming on, Mark Connors, who's been carrying an ankle injury. It's Morris, you can see going off. Also, Budgeon coming on. There is Chris Budgeon.
Bring on 3 replacements. Number 16, Steve
Richmond
Thompson.
for Thompson at hooker.
17, Chris Budgeon. And 18, Mark
Budgeon's the
Connors.
prop, and Connors
What number are you? You're off. You're off. You're off.
is just checking who he's on for. The referee is just asking who's leaving the field, and it's John Phillips who's gone off.
Hold.
Well, this is a powerful scrum from the Scarlets. And of course the Saints have brought 3 men on in the tight 5 to try and remedy that situation. Lefty just still looks slightly sharper in most areas, but they can't get away. Northampton's defence is being very, very impressive and resilient.
Blower's getting caught there, but it doesn't matter because the Scarlets have failed to roll away after that tackle was made on Blowers. The Northampton number 8 has confirmation of all those changes. Connors for Phillips, Budgeon for Morris. And remember Thompson for Richmond.
Oh, that's a good kick from Shane Drum. That's a tremendous kick. Really went for it there now. Steve Thompson didn't have as good a World Cup individually as he would have liked. His line-out was under pressure. It's an old Achilles heel. It came back to haunt him. The Saints need him at his best now.
Well, he goes for the simple ball to the front, and Hunter. And now It's that Northampton 8. But it's again stolen by Van Ethley.
By the Scarlet 8.
And Scott Quinnell, and a little touch there off Connors as Jones got the kick in, and the referee spotted that, so this will be a Scarlets throw in, and Scott Quinnell, well, what a power play from him tonight.
He's a behemoth, isn't he? That's fantastic. Talked about the Saints 8, Scarlet 8 took him on his own. And look at that, I mean, he knows how to win a turnover, doesn't he? And tonight, I don't know what the count is, but it's pretty high already. He's going to shoot way past that 7 from last season.
And that also proves the muscular power of Brian O'Driscoll, that caption. And of course, O'Driscoll, a Leinster Lion, and that's one of our live games tomorrow against Biarritz Olympique.
Well, you can see turnovers conceded. Northampton 3, I think counted 3 of them for Quinnell. But they just cannot get that extra score, and Northampton, as this game develops, will think we're really in this one. We're really in this one.
17, step.
Fit, tough, competitive.
McBride, the Lion of 2001. And he goes to Vernon Cooper, his captain. Peel. There's nearly some charge downs tonight, but nearly not good enough, is it? So here's Cohen. And then he presents the ball to Robinson. Blowers arise, but he can't control, and Fox snaffles it.
Hands away, Red.
It's his snout in there.
Stay.
Smith to Drum. Well, the idea was good, but the execution wasn't, and Barry Davies has managed to bang this ball back downfield, and look at it roll on and on. In the end, Drum doesn't have to play it, but the crowd like it, because that has taken the Scarlets where they want to be.
That's an arrow of a left boot from Barry Davies, and that's hurt the Saints. It wasn't a good kick from Drum, you're right, the idea was good. Barry Davies, though, his kick was superb. Territory is becoming increasingly important in this game, you feel.
That would have been a great one to steal, but in the end, it's Northampton who have it. And Seeley did well, and so does Robinson here. That's terrific break from the scrum half. Live wire time again from Robinson. Fire required and fire delivered there from the number 9. Drum getting it downfield, but here's that man Davies again. Barry Davies, the fullback. This time he's having a run. Needs to be strong here in the tackle as Tucker and Thompson go in. Back with Peel. Stephen Jones wants to release his backs, gives it to Easterby. Finau.
Stay on, Green.
Watkins. Chance maybe to go wide here with Daffy Jones getting on to Mark Taylor. He bounced off Ben Cohen. Supported by Daffy Jones.
Hands away, Green.
Stephen Jones. Working their way back inside through Davis, and then Quinnell, and then McBride. Throwing everything at Northampton here, the Scarlets. Stephen Jones to Watkins, nearly breaking through its building, and they just couldn't take it on again. And not for the first time in this second half. The Scarlets let down by their handling when it really mattered, when the move was bubbling. And that's exactly what's happening in this ground now to the atmosphere. Bubbling up to quite a finish.
Barry Davies is having a very good game, isn't he? Lovely run in there. Quite wiry, but he's strong. And Quinnell with that inside ball off the right hand. Big thundering tackle. Northampton's defence keeping him in this game at the moment. But once again, you think Watkins is going to unload. It's a lovely angle, but Easterby just takes his eye off the ball. They're stretching the Saints, but they can't quite snap that defensive line.
Said right at the start of the match, he's the only player in the starting 15 for the Scarlets, who hasn't won a cap, Wales A, but not a full international yet, but on the evidence of this season,
Number 10.
and again tonight, it won't be long.
Wait, your own half has been substituted, guys.
Now Drams coming off to be replaced by Paul Grayson, another England World Cup squad man.
Wait. No, wait, guys, wait.
What was it, 11 conversions against Uruguay?
Number 21, Paul Grayson.
No, hang on.
Very
hang on.
composed game, but I think
No, let's go down.
England-Uruguay and the
Let's go.
Scarlets
Let's go.
Northampton are two very different kettles of fish.
That scrum is sizzling. Robinson to Beale.
Inside, foot on the line.
He can kick the ball an awful long way. Evans to Davis. So can he.
Stand right.
But it's with Grayson. It's his touch. He's good to feel the ball, and Beale chasing his own kick here. The Gary Owen taken by Gareth Evans, who sets off and he can fly. Gareth Evans going. This is wonderful running from the winger. And this is all about the timing on the pass to Watkins. It was good, and Watkins kicks on, and now it could be anybody's unless Northampton are brave, which they are, because the boots are about to fly in. And they got down where it hurts, but of course, they're definitely going forward here. And they've managed to get the put into this scrum, and Evans inspired.
A moment of magic there from the right wing. Beale's kicked too long, and look at the change of pace there. Connors can't keep up with him. It's a well-timed pass, and the kick's very, very smart there from Watkins. Kept it in play, and Scarlets drive for the line. Seminal moment in this game.
It's one of those moments, you can feel it. Picked up by Quinnell.
Hands away.
In goes Finau to help with his forwards. The frustrated forward. Thomas lost that juggle again. And Stephen Jones, there you can see, just slapping his thighs and saying, come on, we've got to hold this together in that final furlong.
Well, they got a position then, and Thomas will be so disappointed with himself there
And engage.
in the furnace.
Thank you. Let's come in straight. Hands off me.
Something
Stand up,
satanic
please.
in there,
Stand up.
Miles. Something
Stand up.
satanic.
Crouch and hold. Engage.
Penalty against the Llanelli Scarlets front row.
It's not the first time
I've asked you to come in
that
straight.
Northampton have been given
I
a
want you
very
to come in
easy
straight.
get-out.
Don't come in like that again.
That's a bad minute for Justin Thomas. First the knock-on, then the penalty conceded.
Thank you. No, step back. It's under 5. Thanks.
Really had a chance there, the home side, to crank it up and raise the volume. It's not a convincing kick, is it, from Grayson? Strangely conservative there.
Definitely, and the Scarlets are in the ascendancy here, but they just can't come through with that final effort. And you feel in a game this tight, you know, a score now will really force Northampton to chase the game and open it up. And maybe with the pace the Scarlets have behind, that's what they want. Maybe.
Tough group. Ajon on the borders, the other side. And this is the ball that they wanted. Thompson couldn't hit his man. Stephen Jones to Mark Taylor. Wow.
Stay on your
Blowers.
feet. Hands
And
away
Fox,
right now.
but
Hands away. Hands away.
the major man there was Blowers, and now there's a chance for Northampton to strike on the counter-attack as Hyman gets it on to Cohen. Cohen is well tackled by Gareth Evans. In goes Robinson. And the referee eventually gives the knock forward.
Knocked it out of his hand.
The home supporters feel they should have got more here.
Well, here's more coming at Mark Taylor. Fox, but predominantly the man you can't see, Andrew Blowers. Influential battle between those number 8s
Crouch and
tonight.
hold.
Claims will for a penalty on the Scarlet side, but the referee giving the put into Northampton, but now they have the penalty. And having just conceded one at the scrum, the Scarlets put the pressure on to get one. Work that one out.
We enter the realm of tit for tat, that well-known front row penalty rule. Steve Thompson not had the most auspicious start to the game since he's come on. Missed a line out, just been penalised. Big kick here for Stephen Jones. Has not convinced from the floor tonight thus far, but this really is important.
It was 8-3 at half-time. It's still 8-3 for the first points of this second half. Stephen Jones knew straight away. He's back in his own half. He knew he'd given it enough. Scarlets increase their lead. 11 points to 3. And remember, the Saints at this stage not within bonus point range. They have to factor that into the matches this season. Could prove to be critical in the final analysis at the end of the pool stages.
Smart kick-off from Grayson.
Grayson again. Evans. Barry Davis. His angle was changed by the looming Northampton player, so he didn't risk anything.
A little bit disappointed with himself there, but he's had a solid game, you know. Everything that's been thrown at him he's handled very well.
He really has to have it on the left foot, and that was his problem, but there's a great contest again at that line out. And it's the Scarlets who have the nugget in their possession. Peel with Evans chasing. Up goes Cohen. Oh, he's missed the catch. Fox is caught by Stephen Jones. Referee holding out his arm, now going for a blow on the whistle because it's a penalty for holding on to the ball. In a very similar position to Stephen Jones' recent penalty. He'll feel good about this one.
Cohen doesn't take this, gets in a bad position, but it's all because it is a really excellent kick from Dwayne Peel. He's got no time, he's got no angle. His box kicking has been excellent today. He's battling with Gareth Cooper for the Welsh number 9 jersey, and he's having a cracker tonight. Basics so good. Your pack just say, if you're going to hang it up there, give us a chance. He's given him every chance.
And worth saying again, he's still only 21. Here's Stephen Jones. Oh, it was a horrible one from him. Strange. Should have been feeling good about that, having just landed a penalty from virtually the same spot. And a 50% record is simply not good enough for him. Adam Jones climbing and soaring and taking. Scott Quinnell saying, "Give it to me." And nobody has been arguing with him. But it's Northampton in there ripping this time. It has been a rich contest up front. Had so much, this battle between the two sets of forwards. They have been slugging this out as Northampton are getting the throw in.
It's their ball. Yeah, we knocked it on. It's their ball.
They are not so sure. So what's happened in tonight's other match between the Celtic Warriors and Kelvisona? Well, there's the confirmation of a Warriors win in Pool 6. London Wasps and Perpignan will be taking note of that. Of course, they play on Sunday. And the Warriors get a bonus point for scoring 4 tries.
You feel they need to tighten up their defence before they meet Wasps and Perpignan. Defence no problem in this game, though.
Well, here's singing to take you back to your childhood.
That's taken me back some way. It's a great rugby arena, isn't it? Pressure will come on Steve Thompson again
Remember where I
now.
said to stand, guys. Step it, please.
Scarlet crowd have nothing more than an Englishman with a heat on him. That's a good throw.
Tucker. Haven't seen too much of Tucker tonight. Or Hyman, his centre partner.
Move away.
Lowe's going in
Hands
over the
away.
top there, just to make sure it comes back to his fellow New Zealander Robinson, and then Grayson's long pass to Cohen. Wolverhampton needs something soon. The clock will start to be against them in a very short while. As soon as you enter that final 10 minutes, the panic start to emerge,
Stay.
especially in such a close contest where points have been hard to come by. Here's Beale. Little show of the ball first to work his way through. Then he takes it off Connors.
Move away. Hands away.
And Anthony Scarlett's looking comfortable in defence. He's snuffing out everything thus far in this attack. Making a gradual gain here, Northampton. Now can they strike? With Tucker again. Robinson. Rehana. No sympathy in that pass. It's been knocked on. Referee plays advantage, but not now, as Hyman is called back.
On the half, guys. It's a big knock.
He produces a lot for Northampton, but he couldn't save that one. It's a shocking pass from Bruce Rehana straight into the face of Andrew Blowers. The Kiwi axis all over the place there. It's unusual, isn't it, because Bruce Rehana is such a good footballer.
Think about it.
And that's disappointing end for Northampton, because it's first time for a while they've really put together a sustained period of attacking play. But as you say, the Scarlets look pretty comfortable.
Just look. There's blood there if you want
Worth
to take it
just
off against
running
it.
through the other games for you live this weekend on Sky Sports during this break in play. We're in Dublin, Stockport, and Paris on Saturday. That Stade Francais Leicester Tigers game, extended highlights, the other two live. And then on Sunday, Edinburgh and Wickham. Can't wait to see your expenses.
Let's get it. Crouch and hold. Crouch and hold.
Referee's been in control, as ever, David McHugh, strong character.
Hang on. Okay, guys. This is. No, hang on. Come on, John. No, stay down. Crouch and hold. Crouch and hold. And engage.
Controlled by Quinnell, then the pass to Peel. Beale